So, guys, we could remember the last time when Tinubu was campaigning in 2014 when they wanted to come to power. They merged with Buhari's party and other parties to form APC, and they said many things. Though today they are telling us now that it was not Buhari that made all those promises. So some people were making promises on his behalf, and so if you think that he has not fulfilled some of the promises they made as a party, that they didn't come from, most of them didn't come from Buhari. And now we can see some of the promises or the campaign promises Tinubu himself made, saying Nigeria's the only way to have steady lights and fuel is to remove Goodluck Jonathan. That was in 2014. And I promise you, in 6 months, Nigeria will be swimming in crude oil and fuel. Buhari will pay you all 5,000 naira monthly for being jobless. That if you are not having job, they will give you 5,000 naira. Our youth will be gainfully employed with 3 million jobs a year, according to Bola Tinubu in 2014. He said many things, but this is what is now trending online, just to remind him. But at the end of the day, you still see some people who have purported in their hearts that suffering and pain is their watchword and is what they are going to clinch on. They will still come and defend. Oshibajo was there, Buhari, all of them. They were speaking, and at the end of it, I don't know why Nigerians, thank God for some people who don't even forget, who do not forget. Some people do not forget, believe it. They will still come and remind them. They will say, forget it, does not matter. That is politics. Then, and I've said it before now, if you think all these things are politics and whatever, then don't complain. If you are going through a lot of suffering, it's still part of politics. Continue to suffer. Continue to suffer. How long are we going to be deceived by these fake promises? Every now and then, every election year, they will come and tell you the same thing. They will come and tell you the same thing. They will come and tell you the same thing. We have the best in this country that can lead this country, but we will never settle for them. Because all this money bag, all this thuggery politics that they are playing, we not allow responsible people to come in. And those responsible people who just want to shift back. What can I say than what Tinubu has said, and nothing works. Especially said by Tinubu, we are like chicken of Israelites. A journey of 40 days turned to 40 years. That was what happened to Nigeria in 2015. God just allowed us to follow our path since we lack patience as at then. But we have prayed for mercy, and such thing won't repeat itself again come 2023. It will repeat itself because a lot of people do not get it. Nothing they will tell us again that is new about them. A good house is known from the foundation. They don't have any good foundation to continue to build upon because it won't stand in any way. May God open Nigerians' eyes come 2023. That is the prayer. Because if you say it will not repeat itself, and some people are not, majority of the people do not really understand it, how is it possible the same mistake will be repeated? And again, don't forget this rice pyramid that they are launching. They want to start exporting rice. They want to start exporting rice. You begin to ask yourself, why is it that the rice cannot be readily available here? Why is it that it is not cheap, but they want to start exporting rice abroad? Why the house is on hunger strike? So Tinubu wants to build on the legacy his Oga left behind. It is not for us to think. I repeat my saying, once beaten, twice shine. My PVC will speak for me. We don't believe in one Nigeria. He said that before now. The same Tinubu said that before now. But people will say, forget it, it does not matter. Let Nigeria youth get their PVC to challenge the old man that don't want to respect themselves. Nigerians safe. Person know they joke with you now. Okay, he was joking. This one is just on sarcasm. I support Tinubu 2023. Of course, it is your choice. Tinubu will not win election, but will be elected as president. I saw it. Well, post it 1 million times. Every party has the right, has their own political statement. Tinubu is the next president. I'm not shaking. Said it some years ago and happen, see happen and a begin be like Joker. Southeast is next in line. These are the ones that contributed on the destruction of the country with their Fulani brothers, and he is now trying to come and sell the remaining country. Perhaps Tinubu forget that he said this during Buhari's electionary campaign, which had not been fulfilled. He is in the best position to remind Buhari what he said on his behalf. Probably he advised Buhari and he refused to listen to him. If it so happened and Tinubu never told Nigerians, what is the guarantee that if given the president, he will listen to the advice of his advisors, let alone ordinary Nigerians? I think this country needs an objective, young, God-fearing person. So it is just shameful that all these old people are being embarrassed here and there. So meaning that the old people do not have sense, the old people do not have conscience, the old people are not sensitive. Well, if we are talking about those who are old, it is not only because they are old, but this work needs somebody that will take the job straight on, straight on, because they will tell you, oh, it is not by age, it is not by this. One of the northern former governors saying that is he going for Olympic, is he going for any exercise or whatever, it has nothing to do. It's not as if he's going to go on a race, a competition, that the whatever, it does not matter. And meanwhile, Buhari is telling you that age is a factor that is making him not to do what he needs to do. Well, age is part of it, but it is not the only thing, because if you don't have what to give, you can't give anything. You can only give what you have. You can only give what you have. So they will still come and justify it, and it does not matter whether he told him he did not do it or whatever. People who are purported in the heart that suffering is their watchword or is their goal, they will look for a way, excuses here and there, just to water down this whole thing. Well, it's unfortunate that if the rain falls, if the sun shines, it will fall on everybody, and it will shine on everybody, and that is why a lot of people do not want to keep quiet. Was he campaigning for himself or for another person? So he will give us light in the next 2 days if he becomes Mr. President. That was devilish hope they used to deceive Nigerians. Today, we are facing the heat of their governance. Any attempt for Tinubu, we are ready to enter into hellfire again. Fake promises to fool us. Never will we get my vote. They are doing it. Jobs everywhere. Fuel is 20 naira now. Youths are being paid. What else do you need? Abi? So guys, leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.